I've pressed the wrong button. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Bitch. Get on with the show. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel and welcome to another edition of HCW Show Squared, the show takes the format or formula of now defunct HCW Show podcast, and it's powered to the power of, you guessed it, 2. I'm out of my host as normal, Dan, DP, or to all see around the crew now, the crew, nowadays, D, Pre, Z, yeah, and I am of course joined by the loyal compatriot, the AEW to my NXT. I am joined by Mr. Elite, Craig.
Oh.
No, I'm joking. It's Mr. Impact Craig. Mr. Impact Craig. Craig,
Oh. Oh, yeah. Anyway, you know me. It's that M-I-C, Craig, aka Mr. Impact. Yeah. Oh, NXT was interesting, wasn't it?
NXT was. I mean, we'll get into it. And now you mentioned that, I will probably give final thoughts as well on the show because it probably deserves it. We'll get into what I'm talking about, but yeah, it was a very eventful week for the show. There was definitely matches and things that happened.
Yeah.
That's honestly as diplomatic as you're going to get from me in regards to not spoiling anything here. Of course, anyone who's watching this has probably already seen NXT or has seen at least some mentions on Twitter or Facebook or whatever your poison is for social media in regards to what we're talking about. But again, we'll be just talking about it throughout the show, going through each bit that happens and giving our thoughts and opinions on each thing. I've got it on good authority that Craig here has something he wants to say about something during the show. I don't know what, but I'm sure he'll cut me off or tell me when that moment's coming.
You won't have to wait long.
But no. So this is for NXT 18th of June 2024. We are 2 weeks out from NXT Heatwave, which is the next PLE thing for them. It's 2 or 3 weeks. I think it's 2 weeks. And the show kicks off with the Battle Royal to determine Trick Williams' next challenger for the NXT Championship at Heatwave. So we check in immediately with the show. Starts with just Javon Evans making his entrance. Then as he gets to the ring, lights go out. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Yes, mate.
I can't believe he's actually fucking here. Like, it was all well and good. People were saying, like, oh, he's going to be there. They keep mentioning it. They keep referencing it. And I thought, it's just WWE being WWE. Like, they'll do little prods, little teasers, and it will never actually happen. You know? But, no, he's here. He actually does cut a promo as well, bigging himself up, saying he is the beacon, the savior, and he is what people believe in. So if you have something to believe in or someone to believe in Joe Hendry. And you would think he's the final entrant in this match, but he's not. He's followed by Ethan Page. And then we get into the actual Battle Royal itself. All got here notes on eliminations and stuff like that. Not really the match in particular, because it's Battle Royal. You can't really break down a Battle Royal. So Ethan Page is taken out by Oro Mensah before the match officially begins. So literally before the bell rings, it just Oro's in, just takes out Ethan Page. They disappear. Then after this, Joe Hendry is immediately targeted and taken out, which is all instigated by fellow TNA star Frankie Kazarian, who I didn't even know this was there until afterwards. Interesting way to use Joe Hendry there.
Yeah.
Moving on though, Lexis King slaps Tony D'Angelo on the back, only for Edge to take out Lexis. Tony turns around thinking it was Edge who took him out, who slapped him, sorry, and then it's Edge to Nove. I thought it was a nice touch to have Lexis King being like that, just that chicken, like that chicken shit, just like, like he'll do something and then get someone else in trouble, like stir the pot exactly. Malik Blade and Charlie Dempsey end up in a stalemate on the apron, but Damon Kemp comes in to take out Malik, which in turn takes out Charlie Dempsey. So both of them are eliminated at the hands of Damon Kemp. Following that, Kazarian comes in and throws out both Kemp and Miles Bourne. Humberto and Garza are here. They work together to take out Apollo Crews. He's still employed by the company. Luca Crucifino is here as well. I did not recognise him at all in his ring gear. He takes a bullet for Tony D'Angelo, getting eliminated by Shawn Spears. Dragon Lee uses Joke off his own momentum to eliminate him during the ad break. It's going to show you what they think about Joe Coffey. Ridge Holland takes out both Dante Chen and Tavian Heights on the apron. Let's negotiate a deal with Humberto to instantly renege on that and eliminate Humberto. Garza sees this and rightfully eliminates Lexis in retaliation for his partner. However, in Garza's distraction, the boy Tank Ledger eliminates Garza. I fucking love that so much. It's like the Maven and Taker thing. It's I love the underdog getting an unbelievable elimination. I love it so much. Tyler Bate hits Tank with an airplane spin and eliminates Tank. Following that, we get an exchange between Nathan Frazier and Tony D'Angelo, which sees Tony get eliminated by Nathan Frazier. Immediately after that, though, Nathan gets into a bout with Dragon Lee, which results in both men being on the apron, but a high knee from Dragon Lee takes out Nathan Frazier. Dragon Lee and Tyler Bate work together to take out Ridge Holland, which is immediately followed by Shawn Spears taking out Tyler Bate and throwing him out of the match. Your final four at this point are Shawn Spears, Dragon Lee, Javon Evans, who has done nothing at this point, and Frankie Kazarian. So Javon holds the circle button and throws Kazarian out over the top rope with an Irish whip. He literally just throws him and then the Kazarian is sent over the top rope. like a video game. Shawn Spears uses a tactical advantage to push Dragon Lee off the top rope for elimination. So down to our final two. Javon does a weird bouncy spinning thing to take down Shawn, and it's enough to disorient him to eliminate him straight after. So Javon Evans is your winner. He's got a title shot against Williams. A heat wave.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I rated it 3.5 stars. I'm a little biased. As we know, I love Battle Royals, Royal Rumbles, all that sort of stuff. I love it completely. But this was done really well. There was plenty of chaos everywhere. Your main players got their moments, and even a few surprise moments in there too for the lower guys that I didn't think necessarily going to be in there as long as they were. Um, I get onto a point that I'm sure that has been the main talking point for this Battle Royal in particular. Uh, Joe Hendry did not last long in this whatsoever.
No. Oh. Okay. Okay. Uh. So yeah. First of all, like Joe Hendry, that promo, I noticed his voice crack a little bit. Like that clearly meant a lot to him, and I love that. That he says that he's going to win the NXT Championship and take it back to TNA. Okay, so let's do the positives first. And that Joe Hendry was there. I that's I haven't verbally popped in a while. Like actually, like sat forward and went, yes. That hasn't happened in a long time in wrestling. When Joe Hendry music hit, it got me. He gets in the ring. I don't mind him being eliminated by Kazarian because it sticks to their storyline in TNA. So I don't mind that. But let's. It bugs me in that if you look at TNA, who TNA have sent over, Jordan Grace, who's the biggest star in the company right now, Joe Hendry, who's the most overstar right now, Frankie Kazarian, who's in the middle of one of my favorite heel runs in the company right now, and is smashing it as the king of TNA. Who did TNA get? Tatum Paxley. And this is genuinely no disrespect to Tatum Paxley. She's like, there's a lot there for Tatum Paxley, but the TNA fans, against all odds, there's a couple of people who maybe recognised her. There was next to no reaction when she came out, and the crowd at Chicago for Against All Odds were hot all night. But that moment is where the crowd quietened down a little bit. Obviously, it is only a couple of weeks in. Like, this is only the, like, TNA sent someone over, NXT sent someone over, now TNA sent some more people over. So it is only the second wave of people going to NXT. But you've got Joe Hendry and you eliminate him in seconds. Like, and I agree with the crowd, that was bullshit. Like, Joe Hendry, that promo, that intro on NXT has 10 million views on social media. 10 million. Only behind Undertaker returning at WrestleMania. Like, I don't understand the logic there. It was very, very frustrating. What are we doing when you have one of the biggest social media stars in wrestling pop up in your company? Obviously, everyone thought it was going to be at Clash at the Castle, but that was never going to work. Is that the TNA tapings the next day? Would have had to fly. Oh, it was all taking place at the same time, so he was never going to make it back for Clash at the Castle. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, but even though it's not quite the same, I'm getting TNA and AEW vibes when they had that working relationship. But even then, that started with Kenny Omega coming to TNA. Mm-hmm. It was their biggest star, their world champion, coming to TNA. Yes, obviously Don Callis was a big factor in that. But then we got the likes of Private Party. And we had Kenny Omega beating a world champion in the main event of Rebellion. Yeah. I'm trying not to keep my TNA hat on here and just be, TNA deserves better. It shouldn't be using TNA or whatever. But TNA is the company that I'm the whole reason that I'm a wrestling fan. But going back to the Battle Royal, because I could go on about that all day, and I may at some point. But that Battle Royal was very, very good. I enjoyed it a lot. One thing that did bug me besides the Joe Hendry thing was that what was the about 4 people left, and Sean Spears tries to do the heel spot of like not being thrown out, but going out under the middle rope and waiting for someone to be vulnerable to pop up and surprise them and push them off the top and eliminate them.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't work if there's only 4 people left and you're out for like a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Like that wasn't my favorite spot because it just like it was just silly because it didn't need to be done in that way. You could have done it a lot earlier and you'd have got a bigger reaction for it. Because Aaron getting the final four, loved it, even though he got no introduction, but still made the final four and had a great showing. I think NXT is the only promotion, only brand he hasn't showed up on in wrestling. Like, as far as I'm aware, I don't think he's been in MLW, but he's been everywhere else. And it was very cool to see Kazarian, and like I said, they carried on the feud with Joe Hendry, and he did a promo outside as he was walking out of the building, which it looked like Tommy Dreamer was finished filming. If you watch TNA, people, if you saw the clip on social media, like this, the performance center seemed to have mirrored windows, and I'm pretty sure I saw Tommy Dreamer filming Kazarian's promo on a phone. Which maybe it's just my brain, but not entirely convinced on the winner. It's an interesting winner. I don't know what you thought. I don't know what you thought on that, but interesting.
I'm personally on the side that it shouldn't be Javon Evans. I've got nothing against him. He's a fantastic youngster. Like, so much potential. And if I had to guess, he's being slotted into the Ricochet spot because he's leaving WWE. Because he can practically do everything that Ricochet can do, and he's young. He's like half the age of Ricochet. Like, I think it's just a bit too soon, and to instantly give us Chip Williams and Javon Evans. Like, I'm sure it'll be a good match because Javon is great, but it just was a bit early, and the result is also a bit a bit foregone because Javon's not beating Trick. We do get some more into that later on in the show, but the way things stand, Javon and Trick is going to be a bit of a like,
yeah,
as is most of Trick's reign at the moment.
Especially considering you had Joe Hendry right there.
I was under the assumption that he was going to win the Battle Royal, Hendry, and then some sort of TNA influence or Ethan Page or Sean Spears or something was going to interfere and cost Hendry the match.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah, so silly.
Yeah.
So silly.
I don't know. But, we move on from that. So we go backstage. We are joined by the women of the NXT locker room. They're speculating about title shots when Fallon Henley comes in to reprimand Carly Bright for having ideas above her station. During this, it's really kind of awkward. Ren Sinclair pops up randomly saying, like, that was true though. It's just kind of, I don't know. Sol Ruka's there as well. She wants none of this going on, so she just quietly leaves. And I think Sol Ruka sort of emulates what we all wanted to do in that moment. Like, just get up and walk away. Like,
nope. Nothing to do with me.
So yeah, you had Fallon Henley, Carly Bright, Carly's friend. I forgot her name again.
There's no point asking me.
Brindley Reese was there. That's all I remember.
No point in asking me who that was. I didn't even know it was Carly Bright.
Fair. Backstage, Lola Vice is working on the mannequin when Roxanne comes in, demanding validation in her observations from last week that Lola was looking at her title. Lola confirms it, but also says that she doesn't intend to lie to her. She wants a title, but in the meantime, she'll check out anyone in between her and her opportunity. And my next comment here is, can we crown Lola as champion yet? Like, it's such just badassery. Roxanne's a fantastic champion, fantastic wrestler, don't get me wrong. But I want to see Lola Vice as champion. And that's not it's probably partly my bias towards her. But I don't know. There's a lot of potential with Lola, and I feel like if we get the one-on-one match with her and Roxanne, that will properly showcase Lola.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Backstage still, Chase U are reflecting on Richard Holland's performance in the Battle Royal. He may not have won, but he somehow won over Riley, Osborne, and Duke Hudson. They're suddenly friends now. I don't know when that happened.
Not buying it.
Ridge has got a Chase U shirt officially now. He's officially part of Chase U.
Refuse.
In calm, however, the OC. They mock Ridge, and Duke stands up for Ridge. So there's some camaraderie between Chase U there. The whole time though, you got Andre and Duke being some kind of civil, and then Thea Hale, who is just going completely apeshit at them.
Thea Hale's such a mood. Mm-hmm. She's such a mood.
She's how I feel when I see the OC on my screen. I'm just kicking and screaming.
Such a mood.
But we move on to the next match of the night, which was a triple threat tag team match. We had Metaphor, Jakara Jackson, and Lash Legend against Jessie Jane and Jasmine Nix, and Roxanne Perez and Lola Vice. Roxanne and Lola win. Who would have guessed? Following a pop rocks from Roxanne onto Jakara. I rated it 2.5 stars. It was a standard 6-person three-way tag match. Energy spots here and there, good offense, but most importantly, the continuation of the build between Roxanne and Lola, which again should be a great match. Because if you remember last year or this year, when Lola cashed in her breakout contract, like that very slight interaction between her and Roxanne was, top class.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with it.
But yeah, it was ultimately always going to be Roxanne and Lola who win this here, because this is the main thing right now, and Lash is big in her own way. Jakara's getting up there. JC and Jasmine are doing their own thing. I don't know entirely where JC is on the pecking order, but JC's still wearing the 2 masks. She comes out wearing her black mask, and then on top of that, she has the see-through mask that Cody gave her last week. At what point do you just take one mask on and put the Cody mask on? Like,
see, it doesn't look like the dashing mask or the undashing mask is I don't think it offers much protection. But if Cody Rhodes gives you that, you wear it no matter what. Mm-hmm. Like, however it needs to be, however it needs to be, you wear it.
Yeah, I was surprised they didn't do it back in the day when Cody wore that regularly. Like, You know that Bret Hart would give out his sunglasses to a kid in the crowd. Like
Uh,
Cody just hands out masks to kids in the crowd. Like, here, kid, you need this.
I wonder how many he's got.
Oh.
I want, but I did quite enjoy this tag team match.
Mm-hmm.
I I don't I don't know if it's I don't know if WWE only recently started doing it more, but when it's a triple threat tag team match and you have three people in the ring at one time, I rate that because you
It's the way
because
it
it's
should
supposed to
be.
be that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's if you're calling it a triple threat tag team match, have a triple threat in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't know, I do sometimes like when, but it's mainly when it's a four corners tag match and you can tag in anyone.
Yeah. Which is
I do like
stupid
sometimes.
in kayfabe, because why would you tag in the other teams?
I mean, when it's the faces, obviously they do actually tag them, but the heels is blind tag, which
Yeah,
no,
but if you also the
no.
heels just tag the other one in and try and pin their own tag partner to win, like,
Yeah.
which I don't think I've ever seen someone win that way, which I would really like to see that happen one day.
I swear that happened in TNA. I might be misremembering, but I swear that happened in TNA. I can't remember who. I think it was an old TNA show.
Hmm.
Oh, it's gonna. I have seen that. I swear I've seen that. Oh, I'm gonna do some research now, but I swear I saw that.
Sorry.
But as far as this match goes, I'm really liking Jakara Jackson.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
think there's so much there, and but I think it's because I keep thinking back to I can't remember who she faced, but she she did she slapped someone and said sorry, said say sorry, Miss Jackson, and the crowd went ooh. I want that bad. I rated it so much. Like I still think about that. It's been months, but I still think about that because it was
I've got to try and
incredible.
find that clip
And
now. So thanks for the extra work. Oh.
like go. I think it's like the second episode. I think it's like the second episode on here I reviewed. So go back to when my second episode was and watch that week's. I think it happened there. That's gonna use. But just
Yeah.
but yeah, I like the I like the tag team match.
Mhm.
I'm surprised it wasn't the main event, but I get it now.
Yeah, I mean, at the time we didn't know what the main event was going to be. So I get I get why what was in the main event was in the main event.
Yeah.
After the match, Roxanne hits Lola with a spinning back fist, and Lola lies on the floor looking up at Roxanne, and she's just shouting at Roxanne, "You backstab me! You backstab others!"
Oh, and
I shouldn't be laughing at it, but it's just Lola looking at Roxanne, who's relatively short herself, and just shouting, "You backstab me! You backstab!" Like she wasn't waiting for
and
like she did it to happen.
also it was the bit in the match. I can't remember who she did to, but she did Lola hit the hip attack in the corner and shouted, "I'm Latina," and then just hit the hip attack just it's little things like that. It's the character work as well as the in ring stuff, which
Yeah,
you need both, and she's got both.
she does. Yeah, absolutely. This is why I call her the future of women's wrestling and why she's my girl. Like, she is like without a doubt like my favorite women's wrestler in NXT right now. Like other than Roxanne, because
But
Roxanne's amazing. But like Lola for me is like I see her being like world champion, like women's world champion. A year from now, like some point next year.
I mean, I think she could believably beat Drake. Just putting that
I
out
mean
there.
that is that's probably fair. Whoop that. I'm Latina.
Like, I know, you know, yeah, you know, put that out there.
Let's
Let the universe
manifest
do what
it.
it will.
Yeah. Let's manifest the Lola Vice men's world title reign.
What the hell not?
You know what though? I'm down for it. You know, let's see her kick some ass in of all genders. We go backstage, and we are in the office of Ava. There it is. Ava is with Javon Evans, celebrating apparently. So much for impartiality. Anyway, here comes Ethan Page, who is rightfully heated, and he does the really pissed off mood fantastically. Like he's pissed. Like he insists that Oro Mensah be fired from WWE because Oro's been getting involved in his fights unfairly, unprovoked, or not unprovoked, but you know, and says that he's got grounds for the Battle Royal not being over because he was never eliminated, which is absolutely valid. He literally done the Curtis Axel from about a decade ago.
Oh, that's right, man.
When Curtis never got eliminated, and he continued it on through Raw and SmackDown afterwards, saying, "I was never eliminated. I'm the longest ever participant in the Royal Rumble match, Axelmania."
Oh, good stuff.
But Ethan is absolutely right. He was never eliminated, so it's only fair that he get some sort of match or something. I don't know, but nothing's officially confirmed at this point. Before we get to the next match, there's a bit I want to reference with the camera work. As the women in the North American title match prepare for their entrance, Mishin stands alone. She's preparing by herself, walking through the corridors by herself because she's an outsider from the main roster. Meanwhile, the champion, Kalani Jordan, walked through a backstage area filled with potential challengers, but all women from the NXT locker room. So you had Brindley Reese again, you had Ariana Grace, you had Sol Ruka at the end. Again, they're all NXT women. Meanwhile, Mishin, there was no one there because she's main roster. Now, I don't know if is that intentional with WWE? I don't know. Have I put that off in there? Maybe, but I think Triple H. I think Triple H is more is like someone who's very devoted to like camera work being key, and like what you see on the screen is also just as important as the story being told or the matches. Like there's always something going on somewhere.
As proven on Monday Night Raw. Right. But I did like the line of people eyeing up that title, and particularly, I really want Ariana Grace to win it. I think it'd be perfect.
Yeah, I really
like, Kalani's still doing what she's doing, but I want to see Ariana Grace.
You know her sash, Ariana, that says like Miss NXT on it. Miss North America.
Yeah. It fits. Yeah, I want to see that more than I thought I did.
Another thing that I didn't mention it on the Battleground review, and I should have done it then. Is it just me, or is this title tiny compared to the men's one?
Yes. Yeah, it actually is. Like it looks a lot smaller, and I don't know why it looks really nice. Like the gold and the red and the white strap. Oh, I'm a big belt guy, as you can see. but
it pops
that
absolutely, but
yeah,
I don't know. It's just like I think of like Ricochet with North American title and it being almost as big as he is, like
yeah,
like and
valid.
or like
Yeah,
Wesley with it, you know, like it's almost as big as he is, like, and then you look like
yeah,
Kalani Jordan with this, you know, the white and the red belt, and it either Kalani's really small or really big, sorry, and the title's normal size, or like I don't understand why
the
it's so
faceplate.
small.
Yeah. When Soul touched it at when she won that when they won the six woman tag, it looked quite small then, and yeah,
Yeah,
who
I don't
knows why.
know. Anyway, we move on to the Women's North American Championship between Mishin, the challenger, and champion Kalani Jordan. Kalani wins and retains following Jada Parker interference and a one-of-a-kind split-legged moonsault. I rated this 2.25 stars. It didn't really have what I wanted from these two, and I thought these two would have a great match. It just never really clicked for me. It got better as it went on. It started off quite slow and then got faster towards the end. But it never really got to the point I was hoping it would. It was okay. Obviously they're building to some sort of Mishin and Jada feud at this point, or OCOTM feud. But I can't say I'm too thrilled about that either. Kalani's first defense is tainted. Unbeknownst to her, but it's tainted. Which sucks a little bit. I feel like Mishin could have lost clean and not really hurt her much, or at all, really.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that ending. Like, like I said, it seems pretty clear that they're heading towards OTM and OC, potentially at Heatwave.
Mm-hmm.
Surely Jada could have just jumped Meeting after the match,
Yeah.
or like, I wasn't a fan of that ending because, like I said, it's Kalani's first tower defense, and yeah, it taints it. Yeah, she wasn't aware, but what are they gonna do? Like, I didn't like it that much.
It's also one of those things as well, like, from a kayfabe point of view, like, if you're Kalani Jordan, obviously take advantage of the situation, you know? Whatever happened, and, you know, win your title, win your match that way, whatever. Hit your finisher, win. But
Yeah,
she's a babyface character. Like, she's a face. So in her mind, she's not wondering, why is Misha on the floor in pain? Like, what happened? Like, and I don't know. It's little breaks in character that I don't really understand. Because, again, it's like referees who someone gets low blowed and they're on the floor while the referee looking, right? What happened to that person? Why are they holding the lower region? Like, it's like I know.
yeah, or
you know what the ref can't see, they can't call, right? But you can put two together, like.
yeah. Like, if you hear the sound of a steel chair, likelihood is someone's been hit with a steel chair or a
or
kendo stick. You know,
or bit of Eddie Guerrero, you know, hit the ring mat, throw
yeah,
it, fall over.
like, yeah, you know, but yeah, just I would say use a bit of logic, but as we know, you can't bring logic into wrestling.
Yeah, as that wise scholar once said.
But
What
referee,
happened to that?
yeah.
What happened to that guy? That scholar.
It's about 2 sided in, so you know it goes out the window a little bit.
That's fair.
Logic disappears.
We go backstage to an interview with Ethan Page. Ethan insists that he was never eliminated, which is absolutely valid. He was not eliminated, and that the trick did not beat Ethan at 100% because Oro attacked Ethan before. at the start of the show. Battleground, that is. Ethan claims that he'll take the title from Trick and that he will deal with Oro Mensah. That's it. After this, we go into something that I quite enjoyed. Backstage, a conversation between Axiom and Nathan Frazier. Frazier essentially entered the Battle Royal without telling Axiom. Axiom's quite annoyed at this. Axiom's also quite annoyed at how Nathan was eyeing up the Heritage Cup last week. He feels that being tag champ is not good enough for Nathan, and Nathan is very quick to defend himself. He's saying that he's just doing things for the team. He like, why wouldn't you want more opportunities to go after other titles? Which is, honestly, it's fair. Why wouldn't you? If the opportunity's there, why not try and take it?
Yeah.
But as he's trying to defend himself, in comes Crucifino in a suit and tie now at this point, with a contract written up by Tony D'Angelo, granting Nathan a Heritage Cup match for eliminating Tony in the Battle Royal. And without even thinking about it, Nathan just grabs it and signs it in front of Axiom.
Yeah. I'm wondering if it's too good to be true, that contract.
Yeah.
Like, maybe if Fraser loses, maybe it's a clause that the family get a tag title shot.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's something like that too. Yeah, like Tony will probably beat Nathan in the Heritage Cup match, and then next week he'll reveal that actually you ain't done yet because Stax and Luca get a tag title shot now. Like maybe straight after.
Yeah.
Like further adding Axiom's annoyance as well.
Yeah. I'll be intrigued to see what comes of it. Should be a good match though.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I just quite enjoyed that. I don't know why. I just did.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's very entertaining. It's always good.
Speaking of good though, here comes Overi. He's here. Who? He claims that no one's on his level, so who really can take the title from him? And of course, in comes Wesley. Wes is on a self-mission to win back the North American title. He feels that he never lost. As he's talking, he does sort of lose concentration for some reason. There's an ongoing incident in the crowd. We don't know what's going on, but some of the crowd are just turning to look away at something, and we don't really see what it is until the camera pans onto Oba, and you can see something in the background of Oba's face, which is someone getting by security, and it turns out to be none other than Brooks Jensen. Of course, they don't refer to it at all on commentary or anything like that. But Wes is momentarily distracted by it. Oba, being a professional as he is, completely disregards it. Oba has a mission of his own to replace Wes in the record books and to essentially maintain his ongoing reign, his kingdom. So he grants Wes what Wes wanted, a one-on-one match, with the condition that it will be the last time match for Wes as long as Oba has a title. And Wes agrees to this. And I'm glad they didn't go the route I thought they were going to go down. I thought it was like, if Wes loses, he has to leave NXT. Because I thought that's where they were going with it. Because I thought, that's too obvious if they do that. So at least now it's not obvious. Because Wes could just lose this and go on to the world title. Like, and honestly, I think Oba retains. I think Oba gets a clean win here.
Yep. Yeah, I can see that now.
Because I remember saying on the Battleground review that I wanted a one-on-one match, and we're getting a one-on-one match now. And honestly, Oba, I don't see him beating him right now.
Nah. Oh, it's amazing how quickly the crowd is backing over.
Mm-hmm.
And as much as I love Wes, and Wesley is just one of my favorite wrestlers, and a really just a great person in general. Like, we had to like chat with him a little bit, and he's really cool. But Obafemi, this he's this might be one of my favorite North American title reigns in a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah,
And
I really agree.
he's passionate.
Like he's
Singles match, I'm singles match though.
mm-hmm. He's
Singles
up
should be
there with
good.
he's up there with the likes of like, you know, Leon Ruff and
Poor Leon.
poor
I
guy.
like that run, you know. I really did. I got mentioned it a bit more than I probably would have.
Yeah, that's fair. um, we move on though. Backstage, again, they don't refer to Brooks Jensen at all in this, so we move on as if nothing happened, and it was just Wes and Oba. Backstage, the boys are here, Hank Walker and Tank Ledger, and they confirm that they're back and they're cleared as a tag team. And of course, the most sensible thing they want to do is go after Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, the new Catch Republic.
No, it's No Catch Republic.
Of course, sorry, yeah. But Hank and Tank, you know, all the way. You know, Hank and Tank, Edges and Malik. These are my guys. These are my two teams.
Yeah. I'm with those two. I'm getting kind of Otis and Tucker vibes, but a bit higher up.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. It's like they're not food obsessed, which is how Otis was booked at the time. Like it was like you got Tucker, who's like the more straight guy, and then Otis is like, yeah, food, yeah. Tucker.
Hey you. Yeah, you. Do you like this video? There is a button. It's a very sexy button. It says subscribe on it. I wish I could click on it, but YouTube won't let me. Damn fuckers.
But my next note is, why has Fallon Henley got a massive fur coat for? Who knows? Anyway, she's got a match up next. It's part of her entrance. It's a really massive fur coat. I don't get it. She comes from a farming background too, so like they wouldn't have fur coats and stuff like that. Like that's like cruelty to animals, isn't it? Like.
I'm getting like I feel like it's inspiration from a little bit of hardcore country.
Maybe.
Like, I'm
Maybe.
getting a vibe. I just little tangent, but still on topic. I see a lot of people complaining when wrestlers like sing their themes. I don't mind it when the way Fallon does it, 'cause she's not singing all of it.
No.
It's just a sad little bit. I kind of like it.
I like it too. Yeah.
It adds. It's just a silly thing that I see people complaining about quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
I mean, she comes out, gets in the ring, gets in the ropes, settle up. Like, I don't mind that whatsoever.
No, I'm all go with it. It's just silly little things people complain about, isn't it?
Yeah.
The IWC, what you gonna do?
I mean, obviously, there's some things that you wouldn't expect. Like, imagine like if Stone Cold was singing his like 2001 Hill theme, like. You know, I don't know the lyrics.
No, I don't think anyone does. Yeah, I'm not sure anyone does.
Can you imagine if like Alistair Black sang his NXT theme? Like, no man is ever truly good. No man is ever truly
I mean,
evil. Second.
I mean, I was, so why not he should as well.
But no, I do get the comment. But I feel like some people just it's fine because I don't know the characters aren't so serious at the moment, and I think Fallon's is more casual at the moment. So I'm
And
okay with it.
yeah, and Agnes Fan has one of my favorite theme songs on the roster because I love country music, and
That's
it
fair.
just works.
Yeah, it works. But as well, like it's just a case of like if Fallon was more like serious, like a serious heel, like in ring, sort of like Serena Deep or something like that. Like I would be like, okay, maybe don't sing it because it kind of ruins you a little bit. But the way she is right now, I get like as you said, like Mickey James. I get a little bit of Tony Storm from it as well. Like it's just a little bit of unseriousness to what her character is now.
Yeah.
She enjoys
Well,
her theme music. It's not a crime.
is it a crime?
Anyway, backstage, Tavian Heights has been summoned by the NQCC to some backstage gathering, and this is fucking phenomenal. So Charlie Dempsey is sitting in front of a tiny black cloth table. I have no idea why it's so tiny.
Necessarily small.
But he's sitting in front of them. Tavian's there, as are Miles and Damon. He offers Tavian a place in the NQCC, saying he sees a lot in Tavian Heights and thinks he'd be great for the NQCC. Tavian says, "Yeah, alright." And Charlie's like, "You're paying hard to get, I see. Okay." So he goes ahead and sets up a match between Tavian Heights and Damon Kemp, which if Tavian wins, he'll be in the NQCC. So very big stakes here.
I mean,
I don't know what happened to Charlie Dempsey, but whatever happened, I fucking love it.
yeah, like clearly something of Tony D and the family rubbed off on him. But I'm all good. I'm all good with it.
Yeah.
Like whatever this is, because particularly second generation superstars get compared to their parents quite a lot. But I feel like he's quite far removed from his dad in a positive way.
Yeah.
And this, he's got the comedy side of it, and he's got the wrestling side of it, but it just I'm all good with it, and yeah, that table wasn't unnecessarily small.
Yeah. I don't know why it was that size. It really sticks out to you when you look back on the table and it's like, hang on, why is it so tiny?
Like it may as well have not been there. It was that small.
But yeah, move on from that. Amazing stakes there for that match. Tavian, if he wins, he'll get part of the NQCC that he already agreed to be part of. So at this point, does Damon Kemp just lay down for Tavian Heights? Like,
I'm sensing some shenanigans.
from Damon or from Charlie or who?
I'm thinking Charlie.
No, I like this kooky.
I don't know. I just I can't see a way around it. Like he's already agreed. Damon isn't gonna it's not gonna be just. I can't see Tavian I can't see him winning. Damon isn't gonna let him win.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a very peculiar situation.
I'm probably thinking too far ahead, but yeah, I don't know. I'm intrigued by this one.
It's just
a lot.
Tavian already said yes to join in the group, and Charlie was like, "Oh, hang on a minute, you're playing hard to get. I see." Like,
Driving a hard bargain.
yeah. So
I'm into it. Give me more of it.
Speaking of giving you more,
Capiche.
it's revealed on a Twitter post by X or Anonymous that Gallus got into a scrap with Tyson DuPont and Tyreek Egway. Cool. We then move on to the actual match that I mentioned earlier. Fallon Henley against Carly Bright. Fallon wins with the Shining Wizard. I rated this 1.25 stars. Honestly, I get Carly's new. I get it completely. But it's been way too long for a rookie like Carly. Bless Fallon for trying, and they're trying to build something with Wendy Chu as well, who took out Carly's friend, who I can't remember her name still. But obviously right now it's not all clear, and it's all part of the experience and stuff, but this should not have been 5 minutes, this match.
Nah. Like I said, I didn't even realise when they were beefing in the locker room that it was Carly Bright. A lot of the level up, especially in the women's division, a lot of people on level up who are on NXT now, they look too similar, and I get confused because I don't watch level up that much, and I just see, especially Carly Bright sat next. I'm recognizing more. See, now I've forgotten her name.
Brindley.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm recognizing Brindley Reese a bit more now because I'm seeing her more regular. But it because they all kind of look like Thea Hale. It takes me a second to realize who it is. But I do like Carly Bright's entrance music though. It's I quite like that. It's simple, but I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what are they gonna do with Fallon? Because
I don't know.
I mean, I'm still a bit convinced that she should have been the North American Women's Champion, but women's. But can make up the mind what they're calling it? Is it the Women's North American Championship or is it the NXT? Is it the Women's NXT North American Championship or the? I don't know. They've called it like three different names. I don't know what it is.
They are. I don't know what the official wording is for it, but for now, all I'm saying is Women's North American Championship because it's what it is. It's not the men's one, and for some reason, when it comes to titles, you've got to differentiate. So it can't be just the North American title. For some reason, it's always the women's title.
Yeah. Apart from that time where they tried to call both titles the NXT Championship.
Yeah.
It was after Tessa Blanchard won the TNA World Championship.
Yeah.
Like they tried to do that. Like didn't last very long.
No, not at all, because it was too confusing for WWE to understand and the WWE universe. It's like, hang on a minute, which champion is this?
Yeah.
It's not hard.
Yeah.
Like the thing is, like with gender politics in wrestling, like the women are just as good as the men. There's no reason why you've got to differentiate the title names. Like you've got a world champion. One's male, one's female, or two because you got like Raw and SmackDown, right? So Raw World Champion is Damian Priest. Damian Priest and Liv Morgan. On SmackDown, it's Bayley and Cody. Like it's not hard to say SmackDown World Champion Bayley, SmackDown World Champion Cody. Like it's not that hard.
Yeah.
NXT Champion Tripp Williams, NXT Champion Roxanne Perez. It's not that hard.
It's like you just use their names. It happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bro.
But yeah, obviously I'm not the most experienced to talk about gender politics being male myself, but
Yeah, yeah.
it feels like common sense to me, and I'm happy to be
Yeah.
corrected by someone who knows better than I do. But
Or just, like, if you don't want people getting confused, have a name for the division. Not just the women's division
mm-hmm.
or the men's division.
like knockouts division,
Yeah.
it's something.
It, yeah. It,
It's like
it works.
there's a company in Scotland called Pro 2, and they call their division the Bells division.
Yeah. I think Kamikaze call theirs the Fighting Females division.
Yeah, so
But even then, like, I mean, British for a second, Chantal Jordan won the Relentless Championship, which was traditionally a men's championship,
mm-hmm.
but it changed the name to the Relentless Championship because anyone can hold it.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
what it's wrestling.
Yeah.
Anyone should be able to beat anyone.
Yeah. And again, you're into the side of intergender wrestling, and
It's wrestling.
that's a whole new can of worms. That if you ask someone who's not normal on Twitter, they'll say it shouldn't happen, it's wrong, etc., etc. It's not wrong. Like, they all
I
know
mean,
what they're doing. Like,
yeah, it's wrestling. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it.
yeah,
But if you want to do it, you should be able to.
yeah, because like go back in time, you're looking at like who China and like Beth Phoenix, like mainstream female wrestlers, who fought men. Like, other than that, you had, I think Layla did it once, and Michelle McCool, but that was like a gimmick thing. It was like they were jokingly put against a big guy.
I honestly can't remember. I just remember I remember
Anyway, but
the terrible the bout split in half and it's horrible.
that was great.
Oh,
They were both half champion.
it's so like just something about the way it looked. I don't know. Yeah. No, it's yeah.
But yeah,
It should be.
all that spawned from Fallon Henley.
Yeah. Yeah. For like
Fallon
a
Henley.
5-minute match.
Fallon Henley.
I like Fallon.
The talking point of NXT. I think she is the most underappreciated talent in NXT.
Yeah.
I mean that wholeheartedly. Like, I get she doing a heel run now, which is great because she was faced for how long she's fucking faced for, but it just kind of, and obviously it's early doors, but it feels a little bit lost in the shuffle right now because I don't know how she fits in with Wendy Chu and Carly Bright and Carly's friend. I can't remember her name still. And
I mean, just if NXT want to send something to TNA, send Fallon Henley. Happily.
Carly Bright, yeah.
Then Fallon and.
I assume you saw Jordan Grace put out a tweet last week and had like the letters Natty capitalized.
Yeah.
I think that before Against the Odds, but
it's got to be some anniversary. It has to be. It's in Montreal. It have to do it. Tickets are flying without a single match being announced.
Yeah, because people are waiting for that NXT appearance. Like,
yeah, yeah.
It could be anyone.
Do it.
It could be Roman Reigns. It could be.
Oh, I do still want a Worlds Collide show though.
Yeah, absolutely. It should happen. I don't see why it can't, really. Like, even if
But
it's
it has to
NXT,
be. Yeah, but it has to be booked fairly.
Who's world champion? Is it still Moose right now?
Yeah.
So Moose against Trick.
It's so ABC versus Nathan Fraser and Axiom. Come on,
Yeah.
right there. There's so many more, but yeah,
Who would be your North American counterpart in TNA?
I'll probably go Mustafa Ali.
Fair enough. What is he the X Division champion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put AJ Francis in there as a DMC. I just wouldn't put AJ Francis on there. You wouldn't be on the card if I'm booking that card. He's not on it.
Top dollar in the interval act with Sexy Red.
It's just like if I'm booking that card, he's not even in my thought. I get why they did it, but I'm not a fan.
No, that's fair. No, I get it. But no, let's move on because we're getting too off topic now. We go backstage. We're in the parking lot. Eddie Thorpe is looking. It's an interview with Eddie Thorpe. He's looking to build momentum following a losing effort in the Battle Royal. I didn't know he was in the Battle Royal. So that's news to me. Like, meanwhile, behind him you can see flashing lights like police lights and stuff like that. Right. Again, not mentioned, but you can see it and you can hear it, and someone's grunting, being taken away by police. Which is later confirmed, not on TV, but it's confirmed online that was indeed Brooks Jensen getting arrested. Yeah, sorry, arrested. Allegedly arrested. So yeah, it's obviously all storyline, but it should be interesting to see what happens to Brooks Jensen because he's clearly a bit unhinged now.
Yeah, and it's something we haven't really seen all that much. I'm here for it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the closest we came to it was like Joe Gacy in NXT.
Yeah.
But that was I think more controlled, unhinged.
Yeah. Like someone like breaking into running into the venue and just trying to cause trouble. Yeah, I'm all good for it, and I want to see what happens with it.
Yeah,
because I have to acknowledge it eventually.
They'll have to at some point, yeah. But as of right now, they're not. We go backstage in the medical room. Javon Evans is getting his ribs looked at and treated when Trick comes in and warns Javon about Ethan Page. Javon calls Ethan goofy and isn't treating him seriously. Trick considers Ethan an outsider and doesn't think of him as part of the NXT roster. Both he and Javon look forward to their match at Heatwave. Whoa. After this, we have Chase U taking on the OC. Andre Chase and Duke Hudson taking on Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. Pick a side. You can't do both. No, I'm Chase U all the way because I'm not OC whatsoever. Chase U win following a roll-up pin from Duke onto Carl Anderson, with Ridge helping out Duke on the outside to get the pin. I rated 1 3/4 stars. It just kind of fell flat for me because that's how most OC matches do. I'm glad Chase U won because they needed more wins, and well, the OC are getting next to no reactions anyway. So I think they're starting. I think people are starting to realize they're not worth the effort and the time. Because ultimately they're not. However, Ridge helping out, but actually getting Chase U a win is almost like reversal of fortune. Because before he was getting involved in costing matches unintentionally. Now he's cheating to get Chase U wins. but it works, or at least as well as one time. So Duke is not sure what to make of it. You can see he knows what's happened, but he's not acknowledging it. So Chase U win, and there's no shenanigans, no nothing. It was a clean win. Like I said, I rated it 1 of 3/4 stars. I didn't really enjoy it because it was OC in general. I don't really enjoy the matches. What did you think about the match?
Yeah, just a match that was there. The Reg thing was interesting. I mean, I'm assuming they'll have the other angle next week, and they'll find out what actually happened. But it's actually got me interested in a Ridge Holland story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The look, the exchange looks and stuff, and yeah. But as I said earlier on in the show, I'm not buying Riley and Duke accepting Ridge. I'm not buying into it.
I don't know. It's I just the looks exchange between Duke and Ridge. It was like Ridge was like, "Hey, you won," and Duke's like, "But you did." And Ridge's like, "You won. Don't worry, man. You won," and Duke's like, "Okay."
A win at any cost thing.
Yeah, exactly. While Andre and Thea are none the wiser. Backstage, we get a direct follow-up. Chase U are celebrating, and there's a range of emotions. Thea and Andre are celebrating the win. Ridge and Duke aren't as... Ridge is enthusiastic because they won, but he's not as hyper as Andre and Thea are. Duke is conflicted. They question was the shenanigans involved in the match. Andre does, I mean. To which Ridge just denies it completely. Says no. Oh, I saw there was a clean win, and Duke's like, and he goes like, "Ain't no right, Duke," and Duke's like, yeah. So, it's very basic. However, consider me intrigued. I've got a feeling that this is going to lead to not a new faction or anything, but Riley and Duke embrace cheating. Like, and it gets to the point where they fully turn heel. Not Andre and Thea, but I think we'll get to a point where the three of them turn on Andre.
Like a Civil War type of thing in TCU.
Maybe, but I don't know who Andre would bring in to counteract it. They rehire Bodie Hayward to bring in the... I don't know who else they can really do it with. But Andre could always find help, I guess, from like Nathan and Ashley maybe, or something like that. I don't know, but
I mean, there's the entire student section you can pick from.
that is true. Also, Hank and Tank are right there.
I'd be all over that.
Hank and Tank wearing Chase U shirts.
Do it. Here first.
But no, I don't know what's gonna happen here. I'm actually really interested in this though. I'm curious to know what role Ridge has as the harbinger of this all.
Yeah.
And Duke essentially just going along with it. Not sure what to do with it all, but he's all accepting it for what it is. Which, he's now got a win by a tainted victory. But again, it's not tainted really because the ref didn't see it, Andre didn't see it, and Fear didn't see it. And honestly, even if you look at the footage, Fear and Andre won't be able to see it anyway because the angle the camera had wasn't that great anyway. You couldn't really see Rich helping him. So
Yeah.
obviously, Andre and Theo will find out about it, but
yeah, I'm fully intrigued by this.
Yeah, and is that you said I've never been interested in Rich Holland before, except now. It's like even when he did his whole sob story stuff, where it was like people associate with injuring people, and I'm on my road to redemption and stuff like that. Like I thought, 1 week good promo. After that, it became a bit boring, and it was like I don't care anymore.
Yeah. Lasted all 2 weeks.
Yeah. This here though, and I like Chase U, so that might be a factor. But definitely something I'm more interested in than what I've seen with Rich before. And it's not fucking Sean Spears with his "let me influence you" thing. Like follow my guidance on the learning. No, sorry, wrong gimmick. Follow my guidance of the.
Yeah. No, I'm interested. I want to see what happens next week because they got to find out.
Yeah. We move on though to the main event, which is between Jonathan Evans and Ethan Page. So during one of the matches before, it's confirmed that Ethan is indeed facing Javon Evans tonight in a singles match with seemingly no stipulations. Because nothing was confirmed. Ethan wins clean with the Ego's Edge, which I'm glad they finally called it that because it's a great finisher name. I rated it 3 stars. It was better than Ethan Page and Chuck Williams Battleground, which I think says something about just Ethan Page, about Trick Williams, about Javon Evans. Javon did a great job here of selling Ethan's offense. Meanwhile, Ethan did a great job of being a tactician. He targeted the ribs and went after him completely. Javon losing here does not harm him whatsoever, as he has the injury excuse too with the ribs. And it gives Ethan a good rebound win as well, following the loss to Trick in his debut. Good stuff overall for me here in the main event.
It was very good. Javon, sold everything really well. Trick on commentary, fine. He's a good talker at least. So I'm not usually a big fan of. I don't really like wrestlers being on commentary in general. I don't like it. But particularly when they pan away from the action and we miss something. I don't like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Ego's Edge. Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while because obviously since the TNA, I haven't really been watching Ethan Page.
Mm-hmm.
But he's always done that move really well. I don't know what to make of whether.
I'll say I don't really know anyone else who does like the release Razor's Edge.
Not the finisher, anyway.
Yeah.
Like Priest does it, but it's never finished anything.
Yeah, but it's like literally you just throw them in the air and you just launch them. Like it isn't like a.
Yeah.
Like when Razor Ramon did it, it was just like he brought them down with him. Like this is just throw them in the air and let them land. Like.
I think in TNA he used to do it. He'd throw them, but then catch them in the powerbomb and bring them down.
Okay.
I think he just called it the Ego Bomb. I don't remember. But no, I mean, surely there has to be a conversation now of adding Ethan Page to the match.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Trick Williams versus Ethan Page versus Javon Evans in the main event of Heatwave doesn't do a lot for me.
Well, do you know what might do it for you? If we add someone else to the mix. Post-match, Ethan gets in Trick's face, and then as they talk, Sean Spears slides into the ring and takes out Javon Evans. Trick makes a save, but Ethan comes in and makes a save for Sean Spears until Javon Evans takes out both of them with a springboard double cutter. The final shot of NXT sees all four men laid out in the ring from a above angle, all circling the NXT title belt. So I think when I weigh the heat wave, a 4-way. Trick Williams, Javon Evans, Ethan Page, and Sean Spears.
I mean, great camera shot. There's no hype in that match for me. It just isn't.
Well, you can rest easy knowing that it'll be Roxanne Perez and Lola Vice for women's title, and Wesley and Overeem for North America title.
With this match, they're teasing for the men's world title. Put Lola and Roxanne in the main event.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a main event match.
Yeah, because it's also a world title belt.
Yeah.
Like, there's no men's. There's no singular world title dependent on gender. And it's something that I'll keep coming back to because it's something I believe quite strongly in. Like, women can main event a show too, and not because of not because of someone's gender for change, or like a gender to have more women on more shows or more female main events. The women can put on a main event show, like.
Yeah.
And I firmly believe Roxanne and Lola will do a better job than Trick Williams, Javon Evans, Ethan Page, and Sean Spears.
That is a main event match. It is. Mm-hmm. If you look at the NXT title, you've got Trick Williams, who objectively isn't having the best run because the match quality isn't high. You've got Javon Evans, who is a kid. He's a kid, and there's a lot there that it can do, but not yet. Ethan Page, who just come into the company, who like hasn't been a main event anywhere else he's gone, which is partly down to the companies he was booked in. And then you've got Sean Spears, who, whilst his first run in NXT, yeah, he was one of the most popular guys there. But they moved to the main roster too quickly, and he burnt out very, very quickly. And then just went off and had a feud with Cody. That's your lot.
Yep.
But then you've got Roxanne Perez and Lola Vice, who can go longer than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Use your brains and just. This is a main event match, and it's silly that it won't be in the main event. It just won't.
We always come back to something. We always have little like callback points in these shows. Remember last week when we said Dijak would have been a good contender? Remember he went to the main roster and is now doing nothing essentially. He could have been fighting Trick here.
Yeah. Or it could have been Joe and Hendry.
But what if, right? And let me up your ante a little. What if Trick Williams, Joe Hendry, Javon Evans, Ethan Page, and Sean Spears in a final 5-way?
Make it an elimination match or a gauntlet match, and I might be interested.
A gauntlet match where Joe Hendry enters first.
The old scramble matches where if you pin someone, you're champion until you get pinned again.
Oh, the title scrambles. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the one time I think Brian Kendrick won a world title because he was champion for like 5 seconds or something.
Yeah. Yeah. But come on, like, put aside that the guy that tricks your guy.
Not my guy.
He's NXT's guy.
Okay, yeah.
Shawn Michaels' guy. Although Shawn Michaels did say that he believes, so you never know.
Yeah, indeed. But yeah, that does bring an end to our NXT review. We're going to mention something a bit different now, something that we might take forward because it is kind of relevant. We're not going to do like full breakdowns or anything, but a quick basic look at the ratings for these because we recorded on a Friday or Saturday, and by that time the ratings are out, so it makes sense to at least have a look at them. This is for obviously NXT 8th of June and Dynamite on 19th of June. So NXT got a rating of 724,000 viewers with a 0.26 what's the word number in the key demographic. Meanwhile, Dynamite got a 0.16 in the key demographic with a rating of 502,000. Now, this is the second week that the NXT have outdone Dynamite in terms of ratings. Last week was Dynamite had a slightly higher key demo rating, but this week NXT have blown them out of the water. Now, I don't know, have you seen Dynamite?
Ooh.
No? Okay. But based on what you saw from this show, NXT, do you think it was a show that could realistically have beaten a flagship show for another company?
Singling out this week's show, of the shows I watched, Raw, absolutely not. TNA, objectively, yes. TNA wasn't strong this week, but NXT was. It wasn't all perfect. Obviously, no wrestling show from top to bottom is perfect. It just doesn't happen anymore.
No.
Because everyone has their own opinions on everything. So it's all objective. It's difficult to say because I haven't watched AEW since the first fight. I can't remember the name of the show.
Firefest.
Firefest, but I only got halfway through that. I watched Double or Nothing, and decided to watch Firefest. I got to. I don't even know how much I got to. I think Daniels was involved in it. I haven't watched since. Just it shows nothing for me.
For the record, I'm pretty sure that was the opening match. SCU, Daniel Kazarian and Scorpio Sky against Strong Hearts, which would have been Seema, El Lindemann, and T-Hawk.
Yeah. I didn't get past that. It just that show just doesn't really do anything for me. I can't. I could go on about AEW, but I can't get invested in it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But yeah, I mean, these ratings are just very interesting because NXT, as we all know, is the developmental / third brand / tertiary show, whatever, for WWE on a weekly basis, and the fact that it's outdrawn the flagship show for presumably the number 2 company in America. It's quite an interesting statement for NXT, but did TNA play a factor in this? Because we all know how popular Joe Hendry is. Like, so much so he's the second highest viewed video on the WWE's Twitter, and that's behind Taker at Mania.
Yeah, I honestly think they did. Like everyone was wondering whether it's going to be Clash at the Castle, or whether it's going to be on NXT, and people tuned into both. In some people tuned into both in the hopes of seeing Joe Hendry.
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously, I tuned in because we review it, but I was also hoping for Joe Hendry because. Oh, it was such just a moment, like, and the fact that everyone knew who he was, like, and people go, oh, no one watches TNA, no one watches TNA. Clearly they do.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I'd be curious to have a look at like the TNA ratings, and see if they're any better.
It won't be because Access TV isn't available in every home.
Right. Okay.
Like, I mean, Tom Hannafin announced on this week's episode of Impact that Against All Odds brought in the most new subscribers to TNA Plus in the app's history.
Okay. Yeah.
But again, that I feel that was because they scrapped the YouTube Ultimate Insiders thing, causing everyone to go over to TNA Plus to be able to watch the TNA Plus specials. Like, I don't think that was because everyone wanted to watch Against All Odds. I think it's because like they took away the YouTube thing.
Yeah.
But I think I might do a video on that and go into more depth on that because I don't. Yeah, it's just one of those things.
I've had discussions with, and this is not related to TNA and NXT, AW and NXT, but I spoke with people from various companies, like wrestling companies, wrestlers, promoters, etc., and I don't know, even a company's finance person, which is ironically enough, but I don't understand the mindset that they don't put the shows on YouTube. And it's something that I have always been quite outspoken on, in regards to, not on Twitter or anything like that, but I mean like just in generally, if people ask me, I'm not afraid to not say it. I'm not afraid to say it, sorry. It's that I personally think pay-per-views, PLEs are an outdated format. People, and I get you've got to make money, I get that. As a company, you've got to make money. Pay-per-views, PLEs should be charged. Yes, I agree with that. They shouldn't be the Fight TV costs that they are. Like, people that charging like $60 for like a weekend show or some shit like that. Like, it should be a case where you charge fairly for your show, maybe like 10 quid for like the UK viewers and whatever, or whether it's in dollars for America and Canada and all that. But you pay for your pay-per-view, you watch it, or you watch it later, whatever. I think after that 2 or 3 month grace period where you buy the on demand, if say you missed it live and you went to watch it afterwards, like that. After 3 months though, put it on YouTube. Because, like, realistically, no one's watching it after 3 months anyway. So anyone who's watching it afterwards are going to be new fans who are introduced to your content via the internet, via YouTube, via your Twitter, your Facebook, Instagram, whatever, because you can promote it on your media. Oh, just so you know, the last pay-per-view from, I don't know, February is now available on our YouTube. So you can watch it in its entirety.
This is what TNA tends to do.
Mm-hmm.
In that, I mean, it's not like, especially if you've got the TNA Plus app, and but it's not a Plus special. It's a PLE that they put on pay-per-view and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Rebellion is now on TNA Plus, the full show. So you pay the $10.99, you get the entire back catalogue, and you get Rebellion, which was the latest pay-per-view,
Yeah.
which was like only a couple months ago. They've just uploaded Slammiversary from last year to YouTube for free, the entire show.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you know, it's a year's difference, but TNA, like, they get a lot of stick for doing some things wrong, but what they do right is the promotion. They know that behind WWE, they're the most subscribed wrestling channel on YouTube. With like, I think it's like 4.5 million subscribers,
Yeah.
and they know that they put it out there, people watch it. The highlights from Against All Odds, the 4 highlights. Last time I checked, this was like 2 days ago. They're on 85,000 views.
Yeah.
Because people on YouTube will put the highlights up of the show, and they'll get a load of views, but it's not a TNA. It's not an official TNA channel.
Mm-hmm.
So they've realised that let's put the highlights up at least, and it gets the views. But yeah, it should. YouTube needs to be playing more of a factor in wrestling.
It really should.
Absolutely.
Like I'm not sure if it's TNA's official channel or anything like that, but there was a member. I'm not sure if it's still active now, but there was a channel on Twitch. What I'm on right now, that aired TNA old matches. Like,
Yeah.
it's constantly going. It was like just one match from 2006,
Yeah.
then a match from 2012, and then a match from 2013, and then 2005, or 2002, or whatever. But like, Twitch live streams, YouTube live streams, YouTube videos, whatever. Like, that's how you build your audience, because YouTube is a free platform, as is Twitch. Like, utilize those free platforms to get your name out there, and if people want to then pay for your live pay-per-views, they can do. I'm not saying live stream your brand new content for free, because that's you lose money that way. Like, because why would you go to a venue to watch a show when you watch it for free live online? Like, but I don't know. There should be a period of time after the VOD service that you pay for it still if you want to pay for it. After that, put it on YouTube. Put your entire back catalogue on YouTube. People can watch the old shows from like TNA's origin. Like, you can watch every episode of Impact. You can watch every episode of TNA Impact. Sorry, yeah, TNA Impact. You can watch every episode of Impact Wrestling on TV during its time of Anthem, like under fucking Billy Corgan. Like, you can watch everything from TNA's history. Like, that's the way it should be done. Like, WWE had the right idea with WWE Network, but that it shouldn't be a subscription service. It should be something that is made available, because it's so many years in the past that why would you pay to watch a show from 1985? Like,
this is it.
Like, it's the first ever I get that, but like, make it available so newer fans can watch the origin story.
Yeah, this is it. I mean, WWE going to Netflix, I think, will massively help that, because let's face it, like 99% of people have Netflix.
Yeah, precisely.
Like, I mean, yeah, it means the prices will go up, but Netflix always put the price up.
Yeah.
And people still pay for it.
Yeah.
But this is where it will help WWE a lot. I mean, they don't need the help anyway, because they're arguably one of the most recognizable brands in the world, and they've done very well on that. And they know that they can rely on that, and combining with the UFC is only strengthening their brand.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah.
But yeah. Sorry, that's a whole tangent there. ratings wise again, what? How do AEW get back into motion of things? Like, obviously, I know you don't watch it, but in your opinion, if a company is down, how do they get back up?
See, I've always been of the opinion that ratings do not matter. Well, they shouldn't matter to fans. Like, the whole thing when AEW started up and, we're going to be on Thursdays and then NXT announced they're moving to Thursday and then it's Tuesday or whatever when they change the dates. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because people weren't, it wasn't like, the Wednesday night wars, the Monday night wars. You could watch both.
Yeah.
And that's something that doesn't get taken into account very much. Is, like, for instance, over here, unless you want to wait till Friday to watch Dynamite on ITV, you'd watch it on Fight.
Yeah.
But they don't include Fight in their ratings.
Yeah.
It's just the TV stuff. I don't know what AEW need to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they've got they're building up to Forbidden Door,
Mm-hmm.
but it is difficult because, like, and this is something the internet in general should take notice of, is that I don't watch AEW, so I don't really have an opinion on it.
Yeah.
If you don't watch something, you can't really have an opinion on it. But hey, it's the internet; they always have an opinion.
Yeah, they always do.
I just
It's like,
think
I won't share any names and stuff because that's just wrong. But there's so many people that I've seen on X or Twitter, or whatever, who said, 502,000, it's the death of AEW, or 502,000, they're really going under now, or look at that, WCW. It's not that whatsoever. Yes, it's a bad rating. It's one of the lowest they've had, but ultimately, and it's trying to go back on what you said, it's the ratings don't matter. TV ratings do not matter in this day and age. Like, I don't know why they're important to TV companies. I don't get the reasoning for it, and I never will. It's something completely above my head. But speaking realistically, how many families, and especially in the UK and abroad, like, watch shows live? If you watch Raw or SmackDown, in the UK, that's 1 a.m. normally for a show. The following night, I mean. To watch it live at their time. I can guarantee there is not a lot of people, a lot of wrestling fans in the UK who watch shows live. Which means those are not TV views. And another thing as well, how many families in America and Canada are actually watching shows live on their TV? Because I firmly believe there's so many online streams, like, be it illegal, be it legal through Fight TV or through Peacock or whatever, like, they're not going to count towards ratings because there's no physical way to monitor that data. So, while yes, AW got 502,000, NXT got 724,000, I can guarantee you NXT got over 1 million. They got maybe 2 million, for all we know. AW, the exact same. Like, because there's so many people who watch the shows through other means. Like, I watch NXT through other means. I don't watch it live because I don't have access to Peacock. Like, I don't...
Yeah. This is it. Like, the whole ratings thing is, like, I believe they're called the Nielsen ratings, right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And that's people who have who have that subscription of the Neil. They have to have a box fit in their home to show people what they're watching, to show the ratings what they're watching, and that's not everyone.
No.
Like, it's not everyone. Like, for instance, I don't have a satellite dish, or I don't have Freeview. I watch stuff on apps.
Yeah.
Like the majority of people in this day and age, and it's a conversation that keeps being had. When let's face it, if you're a fan, it shouldn't matter. Just watch what you want to watch.
Yeah.
You can watch both. You don't have to watch any of it.
Yeah.
You have the option.
If you are a diehard WWE fan, if you're a diehard AEW fan, whatever, watch those shows. Don't watch the other one if you don't want to watch them. Fuck off with your opinion that WWE is a shit company, or AEW is dying, or AEW is WCW, or NXT should be something else, or Black and Gold was so much better than 2.0, and 2.0 should come back, or fuck off. Like, just watch the shows you want to watch. If you don't enjoy it, that's on you. You chose to watch it. Like, yes, we do this for a review for the channel, but ultimately, if we don't enjoy it, we'll just say we don't enjoy it. But we still watch it because we want to watch it. Like, even the bad shows, we watch the bad shows because we want them to get better. We have the hope that they'll get better, and even when they don't, we have that viewpoint that we want them to get better.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It's not that deep, people.
Yeah, these ratings do not matter. In the grand scheme of things, honestly, you could take wrestling off TV completely. Like, take it off of Sky Sports in the UK, take it off ITV, take it off whatever the American channels use, like USA Network and the other one. Like,
yeah.
You don't need TV ratings for your company to succeed. What you need is ticket sales, because that's the ultimate thing to have your live shows run. But there's other means to make money, and ratings and TV contracts is not the way, because that's such a thing of the 1970s, 1980s, 1990s, like before the internet was a mass thing like it is now. Like,
Yeah.
you can find, like, and I'm not endorsing this whatsoever, but there's illegal streams, there's illegal streaming sites and shit like that you can view this stuff on if you really wanted to. Like, failing that, there's other legal means you can watch stuff on the internet. Like, not even out of wrestling, but like, there's just, we have like BBC iPlayer in the UK. Yeah, that has all channels, everything there, for free.
Yeah.
Like, it's like,
It's not that deep.
Yeah, it's really not. And we're here as the voices of reason. It's just don't be tribalistic. Support the shows you want to support, but there's no need to shit on the ones you don't. It's like, I don't like MLW or XPW or other companies like that. I'm not going to openly just say, oh, they're bad companies, or don't watch them. Like, if you want to watch them, watch them. Like, that's your prerogative. Like, but yeah. Nothing else to say on that, really. Yeah, that was the overall message of today's show.
Yeah. Thank you for coming to our TED Talk.
Thank you. Yeah. TED XDP, just X. C. Just. But no. That does bring an end to this episode of Show Squared. I'm including that end bit because why not? But yeah, please go check out Craig on Twitter. His social media is just below his handle there. I believe he started doing live streams of some sort. I did see you post something earlier tonight. Some sort of live
Yeah,
stream.
trying to do the live thing. Got an interview coming in the next couple of weeks,
Nice.
providing I get a yes to a date.
Can you confirm your names on now or not really?
Well, I mean, you can check out my interview with Adam Bolt on my YouTube channel, but whether I want, I have to wait and see because I don't know if I've got a confirmed yet.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, please do give Craig a follow on his Twitter. And FGLC for him is also, I believe, on his Twitter, like his bio and stuff like that, like his YouTube page and that all that kind of stuff. Of course, also check out his interview with Alan Bolt. It's a really fun interview. I watched it recently. I really enjoyed it. I learned more about the guy that I didn't know much about, to be honest. So it's always a fun thing to watch that sort of stuff. But other than that, the video as well, please like, share, subscribe. We've hit we're at like 2.09k followers now, which is subscribers, which is amazing. Thank you. We're not sure how we've got there, but we've got there. So fantastic.
Yeah, take the dub.
We just, keep showing us love. We'll keep putting out content, or I will at least. But as well as our outlets too. Our Instagram is beneath. There we go. Instagram is there. Facebook there. Twitter or X, and our Twitch, which we're currently live on right now. But other than that does bring an end to the show. Follow the channel, follow our outlets, follow Craig, and if you're so inclined, give me a follow as well. I'm just here on The Breezy. But yeah, that brings an end to the show. Thank you once again for tuning in. It's been a long one, but we're done. Goodbye.